Hi, I'm Pastor Denise Deliverance Change Ministries. Today's covenant breakings, you guys, is going to be heavy burdens and shame. Okay, so let me tell you about the heavy burdens that they had placed on my life through witchcraft, and the reason why is because I destroyed one of the witches in their covens, which I didn't destroy. I told Jesus to destroy her because I seen her in a dream casting a spell at me, and I told first when I noticed the curse was coming at me because it was shaped like a rock, and I destroyed it. I like destroyed, and the curse blew up, right? And so when she seen the curse blew up, she ran out the house, right? And I think she was running to the garage or something like that because I felt like that's where she do her rituals and stuff. And I told Jesus destroy that witch. And when I told Jesus to destroy the witch started burning up. Okay, so after that, you guys, Jesus showed me in a dream that they was trying to blind me in the spirit so I could stop seeing their attacks and place a heavy burden upon me. Okay, I couldn't blind me in the spirit, but they did place this heavy burden upon me. Okay, so this particular dream, after I destroyed that witch, which I really destroyed her, um, I was in this basement, standing in front of this electric panel. Okay, and I couldn't see nothing because I was trying to turn the lights back on, but I couldn't see the electric panel. And then they said we're gonna wait for the oldest daughter because she's gonna know what to do. So by that time, the oldest daughter had showed up and she was standing by me, right? So I had the basement was still dark, so I walked, away, and I was carrying my children in my left arm, right? Because they were small. And then, you guys, while I was walking and I was scooping my children up, something attached to my right hand, right? And you guys, it was metal and it felt so heavy. And I'm like, I can't carry this. I can carry this. This is what I said in the dream. I'm like, I can't carry it. It was too heavy. But it had already attached himself to my life. And I was trying to walk with it, but I couldn't. And I couldn't. And so that was basically it for that. Okay. So a month later, in another dream, Jesus showed me. I was looking at my hand and I seen some metal, a little piece of speck of metal sticking out of my finger. Okay, so I pulled on it, and when I pulled on it, this thick metal pin came out. Right, so I'm pulling on it, and then after the pin came this hinge. Okay, so I kept pulling on it, and attached to the hinge was this big black metal piece. Right, so I kept pulling on it, and then after the black metal piece, it was like another tool used to tighten up the hinge or tighten up the burden so it couldn't move or what. But you know how you have an Allen wrench and the Allen wrench is used to tighten up something. That's what came out, but it was thick, and so I was pulling everything off, because that was the burden that they had placed on my life, that heavy burden that they had placed on my life. And I knew it was a heavy burden, okay, because I've been wanting and trying to get back into crocheting and stuff like that. And you guys, I could not crochet. I could not do anything. Anything Jesus told me to do, I could not do it. Okay. And even though I tried and I was trying and I could not do it. Once that, once I pulled that burden, pulled that metal piece out of my finger, you guys, 2 days later, I started crocheting, just started, So understand, Satan will put heavy burdens on you, you guys, and these heavy burdens that they place on you is weighted. Okay, it's metal pieces that they're uh, putting on you to weigh you down, stuff that you can't carry because it's too heavy, and it's all to stop you from doing the will of God. It's stopping you from doing the thing that Jesus has told you to do. Okay, so understand that. So if you're ever in a position where God had told you to do something and all of a sudden you cannot do it, Jesus may told you start writing a book and all of a sudden I can't write this book. I don't know why. Okay, it's a heavy burden that been placed on your life to stop you. Okay, to stop you, and that's what Satan's heavy burdens is through witchcraft, is to stop us, you guys, from being productive, from being creative, to stop us from doing the things that Jesus has called us to do. So that's why it's so important, you guys, for us to stay before God in prayer, so Jesus can reveal these things. I get tired of being here, but I know it's for a purpose. I have a ministry in deliverance, and Jesus wants me to know, you know, about witchcraft, wants me to know the depths, you know, of Satan, which pertains to me, you know, and so it's very important. So that is it for right now, you guys. So be blessed, be safe, peace.